हेलो चिल्ड्रेन, वेलकम टू टीच टाइगर्स। स्वागत है आप सबका टीच टाइगर्स में एंड दिस इज वंशी, योर केमिस्ट्री मेंटर। तो चिल्ड्रन, वी आर इनटू लेक्चर नंबर 2 ऑफ aromatic compounds, right? So before we begin our session, let's have a quick recap of what we have learned in lecture number 1. We have seen the criteria for aromacity, what are aromatic compounds, right? And next we have just begin the type of reactions that aromatic compounds undergo, right? So in this session, we will be discussing about the electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions. This is how we represent it. Electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions, right? So let's begin EAS reaction, electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction. So guys, anywhere you find EAS, well, I write, that means I mean electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions. This is how it is actually represented. Electrophilic substitution, electrophilic aromatic reactions we call it, right? So guys, let's see one point that we would like to see discuss here. There are going to be 6 important EAS reactions, electrophilic aromatic reactions, right? Now see, the first 2 reactions that we are going to study are halogenation reactions. One is chlorination and bromination, right? Why not iodination and fluorination? We will discuss that. What are the requirements for carrying out iodination and fluorination? We can't do it directly. Why? We will discuss shortly. Next is nitration and sulfonation. And the other 2 reactions are Friedel-Crafts reactions, alkylation as well as acylation. So these 6 reactions we are going to study in EAS, electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions. Now guys, as I told you, these reactions are catalyzed in the presence of Lewis acid. What are Lewis acids? I guess you people know they are electron pair acceptors. Like AlCl3 will be using, FeCl3 will be using, ZnCl2, FeBr3, everywhere I use them, they are Lewis acids. They act as electron pair acceptors and they accelerate the rate of EAS reactions, right? So guys, now at the beginning, I am not going to show you the mechanism of the reactions. I am just showing you what are different type of EAS reactions that we come across, right? So first is chlorination, guys. What do you mean by chlorination? So suppose you treat benzene. This is benzene ring, aromatic ring. Now I'll treat it with chlorine. Guys, if you do not use any catalyst here, the reaction would be very slow, right? Chlorine is not, active molecule is not an active electrophile. What do? We'll add AlCl3 to this reaction. You can add ZnCl2 also. Now you are going to get chlorobenzene. Now what happened here? The hydrogen of benzene is replaced with chlorine. We call this as substitution, where aromatic ring is retained. Hence we call it as substitution reactions of aromatic compounds. Here chlorine will be acting as electrophile. How? We'll see shortly. Hence we call this as electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction. Now HCl is the byproduct here. Is that point clear? So this is about chlorination. What did I do? I have replaced hydrogen with chlorine, right? And this hydrogen combines with one more atom of chlorine to give HCl. So benzene reacts with chlorine in the presence of Lewis acid like AlCl3, ZnCl2, FeCl3, etc. to give chlorobenzene. Now guys, I would like to go for the next reaction. What is that? We have bromination. Same here in bromination, we'll treat it with Br2. You use a Lewis acid here. Now can we use AlCl3? Yes, we can. But because of the multi-halogen atoms that we come across while showing the mechanism that we'll be discussing after a few minutes. To avoid that, I'll take a Lewis acid which contains bromine. I'll take FeBr3. Now what happens here? The same thing. hydrogen of benzene would be replaced by bromine. We call this as bromination. And of course, you would be getting HBr. Right, guys? So, benzene react with bromine in the presence of Lewis acid to give bromobenzene. Right? Now, guys, that I would like to show you one important reaction here. This is about chlorination, bromination. This is what they generally give in the examination. Now, you see, what do I do? This is benzene. Now, I'll treat it with bromine. Now, I use iron. What is that you are going to get? I didn't take FeBr3. Now, what is the product? Can you guess? Guys, this is the common reactions that they generally give in your, especially your IIT examinations. What does it mean? See, we carry out bromination. Bromination is carried out in the presence of little amount of iron is added. Now, does iron act as a Lewis acid? No. Then how does the reaction take place? Bromine is a very weak electrophile. Now, how does the reaction take place? Because what is happening here, you see, first iron combines with bromine. The very little amount of iron that I have added will obviously combine with bromine to give FeBr3. So, this is going to act as the catalyst, which is a Lewis acid. Now, instead of taking FeBr3 directly, you often see in many reactions where iron is given. Now, iron is it a Lewis acid? No. Then how? Iron reacts with bromine to give FeBr3. Very little amount of iron I have taken. It consumes very less amount of bromine, right? You are going to get FeBr3. Now, this acts as the catalyst and accelerates this reaction. Hope you have understood. Same thing happens here. Hydrogen would be replaced by bromine. So, just want to tell you that sometimes you find iron. Don't get confused. The thing is, iron reacts with bromine to give this FeBr3, which acts as a Lewis acid. So, guys, this is about bromination and chlorination, the first two reactions of halogenation, right? Next, we have nitration and sulfonation. What is nitration? The process of adding NO2 group, we call it as nitration, right? Suppose we treat benzene with concentrated HNO3 and concentrated H2SO4 in 1:1 ratio, molar ratio. Now, we call this mixture as nitration mixture. Then, hydrogen of benzene would be replaced by NO2 group. This we call it as nitrobenzene, right? I repeat, benzene reacts with nitration mixture. What is that? Equimolar mixture of concentrated H2SO4 and HNO3 is called nitration mixture to give nitrobenzene, right, guys? In HNO3 we have removed NO2. What would be remaining? OH would be remaining, which combines with H to give water. This is called nitration, right? Now, the next reaction is sulfonation. What do you mean by sulfonation? The process of adding SO3H group we call sulfonation. Nitration is addition of NO2. Sulfonation is addition of SO3H. What we do here? Just see, I am going to add this. This is H2SO4. This is carried out in the presence of SO3. Now, what is the electrophile? We will just see. This is concentrated. Right, guys? So, what do you get? You are going to get SO3H, benzene sulfonic acid. Right? Benzene reacts with concentrated H2SO4 in the presence of SO3 to give benzene sulfonic acid. What did I do here? SO3H I have added. OH would be remaining, which will combine with H. That has been replaced. Right? You would be getting water. This reaction is nitration and this is sulfonation. Is that point clear? Anyways, this reaction is reversible. Why? We'll be discussing it very shortly. Right, guys? So, sometimes you will also find benzene react with oleum. What is oleum? H2S2O7. Check it out. What is oleum now? H2SO4. When SO3 gas is passed to concentrated H2SO4, you get oleum. This is oleum. So, the product is same, by the way, SO3H. So, this is about nitration and sulfonation. right? We have finished 4. First, chlorination, addition of Cl to benzene ring. Next, bromination, addition of bromine, right, to the benzene ring. Then we have nitration, benzene reacting with concentrated H2SO4 and HNO3 to give nitrobenzene. Then sulfonation, benzene react with concentrated sulfuric acid in the presence of SO3 to give benzene sulfonic acid. So these are substitution reactions. You can see hydrogen being replaced by different groups, say Cl, Br, NO2, SO3, H. Am I right? These are called electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions. Now guys, we have very important reactions industrially, right? These reaction, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, is used in the preparation of phenol also. What is that? We'll just see within few minutes, guys. So let us see what is meant by alkylation. Like chlorination, bromination, nitration. Alkylation is adding of alkyl group to a benzene ring, right? Now these reactions were carried out by Friedel-Crafts. We call Friedel-Crafts reactions. 2 reactions we have, Friedel-Crafts alkylation and Friedel-Crafts acylation. What is Friedel-Crafts alkylation? First, I would like to show you. This is a benzene which is treated with alkyl chloride generally in the presence of AlCl3. This is a catalyst which is acting as a Lewis acid. Alright guys, so what do you get here? You are going to get the hydrogen of benzene would be replaced by alkyl group R plus of course HCl. This we call it as alkyl benzene. So hence the reaction is called Friedel-Crafts alkylation. What is Friedel-Crafts alkylation? Benzene reacts with alkyl halides or say alkyl chloride in the presence of Lewis acid, say AlCl3, ZnCl2, etc. to give alkyl benzene. This is called alkylation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation. Next we have acylation. What is meant by acyl group? Guys, I guess you people know CH3CO group is called acyl, right? So if I treat benzene with acid halides, what are acid halides? RCOCl, or you can use acid anhydrides also. This is acid anhydride, guys. Is this clear? Benzene reacts with acid halides or acid anhydrides, right? Same in the presence of, I am taking here AlCl3, Lewis acid, to give acyl benzene. What does it mean? The hydrogen of this benzene would be replaced by C double bond OR group. We call this as acyl benzene. So guys, benzene reacts with acid chloride or acid anhydride in the presence of AlCl3 to give acyl benzene. This is called acylation reaction. So these 2 reactions are called Friedel-Crafts reaction, alkylation as well as acylation, right? So these are the 6 EAS reactions we have. We haven't yet discussed mechanism. We have just seen what does they mean. We have to see what is the mechanism of the reaction, what is the effect of substance, a lot of things we are going to discuss. But before that, guys, here are some questions we would like to know the answer to. We have seen 6 EAS reaction. What is the first one? Guys, see what did I write here? How does the reaction work? What's the mechanism? What is happening here? How do you explain the formation of a new bond between carbon and electrophile? And how do you explain the breaking of carbon and hydrogen of benzene? How? What is happening here? So that means I am going to, consider the mechanism. What's mechanism? How does the reaction take place? Second, suppose on benzene if I attach an electron donating group or electron withdrawing. What do you mean? Say I have explained already what are plus I groups and plus M groups, what are minus M groups, minus I groups, right? Suppose you have say methyl benzene instead of benzene and you carry out say chlorination or nitration. What is the effect? Say I have phenol and I carry out nitration. What would be the effect? Say I have aniline I carry out Friedel-Crafts reaction. What would be the effect? Is there any change? So, what do they react or they do not? Nitrobenzene I have. Can I carry out Friedel-Crafts reaction? Is the first question. Yes or no? What is the reason? So, how do electron donating and electron withdrawing substituents affect the rate of EAS reactions? And the third one, what about the reactivity of other aromatic compounds? Say this is okay with benzene. So instead of benzene, I take say pyrrole or say pyridine. Do we have same reaction or do we have different? How do they react? Is their rate same or different? What are the factors that affect the reaction rate? What is the reaction mechanism? These are some questions that come to our mind, right guys? So to understand this, let us see into the mechanism, then I'll come back to the original 6 reactions. Is that point clear? So let's start electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction mechanism. First of all, let us understand what is happening in these reactions. Right guys, first thing I told you, benzene ring has a rich cloud, electron cloud density. This is benzene we have. It has got electron cloud above as well as below. Am I right or wrong? As a result, it is readily attacked by electrophile. Electrophile will denote it with E+. The loves electron, species which likes electron. Right guys? So this is the attacking reagent E+. Now this is the electron cloud density, high electron cloud density. I told you electrophiles attacks a site of high electron cloud density. Benzene has it. Right? So let us see what is the mechanism of EAS reactions, right? See the first step, what did I write here? Please see what did I write here. Attack of electrophile by a pi bond of the aromatic ring. What does this mean? So as I told you, this is what I have. This is benzene ring. I told you while I explain the mechanism, I am not going to show you the delocalized ring. Why? We don't have any theories to explain the reactivity of delocalized. We consider this structure of Kekulé, this non-delocalized, or say we call it as localized pi bonds to explain the reactivity of, mechanism of organic compounds or any compound in general. Now guys, what is the first step here? First step is to find out what is the electrophile which is going to attack this pi bond. So benzene has a electron rich site and this electrophile loves electron, it is electron deficient. Now guys, let us see what is happening. This E+ acts as electron pair acceptor. If you remember in the first class in GOC, I told you most of the organic reactions are acid-base reaction. Now this is an acid-base reaction. What is going to happen here, I'll tell you. Electrophile is electron deficient. It is in need of electron. Whereas benzene is electron rich. Now who is going to donate? Rich species donate. Who is going to accept? Deficient species accept. So this pi bond of benzene will donate an electron to this electrophile. This is what I am going to do. Alright guys. So this bond is going to break now. Pi bond is going to break. An electrophile always causes heterolytic fission. Only in case of a free radical you are going to have a homolytic fission. Now the bond breaks. So sir, how does this bond break? It breaks such that one of the atom gets a negative charge. Sir, why? Only then this positively charged electrophile will make a bond with this benzene ring. So what is happening here? This pi bond will donate an electron. One of these atom will lose electron. Say I have taken this carbon atom losing electron to this carbon atom. This gets positive and this gets what? Negative. This negatively charged carbon will make a bond with E+. You are going to get this C. So the first step is the attack of electrophile by a pi bond. We have 3 bonds. Sir, why did you select this? Now guys, you can say, take any pi bond. I told you benzene is a perfect and pure example of a hexagon. It's all the bond length, all the band angles, everything is a perfect hexagon. Right? You can break either this bond, you are going to get the same, or you break this, you are going to get the same. Sir, no sir, why did you write positive charge here? Why not here? You'll get the same. Right? So there is no difference. So first step is the attack of this electrophile by a pi bond of this pi bond is donating electron. Right guys? Now, is this a very fast step or slow step? Let's see what is happening here. Guys, this compound is aromatic. This cyclic planar with 4n plus 2 pi electron. What is this? We have got an sp3 hybridase. Mind you, there was already hydrogen on benzene ring. Am I right or wrong? Now what happened? There is one E plus going and attack. This sp2 hybridase carbon got converted into sp3. That means it is non-planar. So this is cyclic non-planar. Therefore, it is a non-aromatic compound. By the way, which is more stable? Aromatic. Now getting converted into non-aromatic. So is that easy? No. So this is a very slow step. Now what do we call this slow step in a complex reaction? If you people remember, I told you this we call it as RDS, rate determining step. So the first step is the attack of electrophile by a pi bond of aromatic ring. This is a very slow step because benzene is going to lose its aromatic nature temporarily. I told you in all reaction benzene ring is retained. So the first step is the formation of this carbocation. Sir, what do we call this carbocation? We call this as arenium. Em is the suffix. Generally we use a species carrying non-metal carrying a positive charge. Ammonium, nitronium, chloronium. Am I right? So guys, this we call it as the cation of arenes, aromatic compound. We call it as arenium carbocation. Now, is this, this is, I told it is non-aromatic. Then sir, why is it formed? Guys, this is not the final product. This is an intermediate form and is resonance stabilized. How? If you guys check, there is a single bond. This is a pi electron single bond positive charge. So there is a resonance here. Since there is a positive charge, what charge do you expect here? Negative. So this carbon will donate electron to this. So this is what we are going to get. See, this carbon atom donates to this. We are going to get positive. This would get negative. Positive and negative will make a bond. This is what I have. H is already there. In fact, every carbon of benzene has hydrogen. I am not showing you. Just to show you that this is tetrahedral, I have written this. Does this resonance end here? No, it further, proceeds. Like how? Can you see here pi electron single bond positive charge? Yes or no? Now by induction there is a resonance conjugate system is there. Since we have positive, here it should be negative. Now see what happens. There is a positive charge here, this and this. This is E, this is H we already have. So this arenium carbocation, which is formed as an intermediate in the first step of EAS reaction, is resonance stabilized. Right? So the positive charge was here, it was here, it was here. The pi bond was here, it was here, it is here, it is here. That means there is a delocalization. We call this as resonance. Now, how do you indicate this arenium carbocation? Guys, I'll show you the resonating structure of arenium carbocation. This is not involved in resonance because this is sp3 hybridization. For a compound to exhibit resonance, it has to be planar, sp2 hybridized, which is not the case with this carbon. Now, the pi bond has been moved from here to up to this carbon. Am I right or wrong? And the positive charge is present on this part. So this is how you indicate the resonance stabilized arenium carbocation. Just go through it. The first step is the attack of electrophile by a pi bond of the aromatic ring. It is a slow step. We call it as RDS. Arenium carbocation is a non-aromatic ion and is resonance stabilized. We have three structures here and that is how we indicate the resonance. This is the first step, guys. Just go through it. Formation of arenium carbocation. What is the next step? Now, See what happened here. An aromatic compound got converted into an non-aromatic. It's require very high activation energy because a stable species has converted into an comparatively less stable species. We require lot of energy. Activation energy is high. Now what would happen in the next step? The next step, the arenium carbocation will undergo some changes because it is unstable. It tries to become stable. How? It is going to become stable by deprotonation of tetrahedral carbon. This tetrahedral carbon which is missing here, and thereby restoring aromacity. I told you in all aromatic EAS reactions, the benzene ring is retained. Am I right? So guys, let us see what is happening in deprotonation. This was the species that I have written, right? This is what we have. This was a positive charge here. This is hydrogen, and this is the, this is the electrophile that I have. Am I right, guys? Now see what is happening here. I have one base here. Sir, what do you mean by base? A base which is a proton acceptor. Sir, where did you get this base all of a sudden in the reaction mixture, guys? You can see here, when we have E plus positive charge species, there should be a negative charge species. Now, this species is pulling a proton. It is seeing if there is any active hydrogen, which can be lost as H plus. Now, who is going to donate H plus? Let us see. Right, guys, this is called arenium carbocation. This is unstable. Benzene was stable and it became unstable. Now, what does this ring try to do? It tries to attain stability. Like what? Guys, if you can see, pi, single, and we have a pi bond here. If a pi bond is formed again, then it would become aromatic and the species would become stable. Now, sir, how is a pi bond formed? Somehow this carbon has to get a negative charge. If it gets negative charge, then this positive charge carbon and this negative charge carbon will form a pi bond. So, someone has to make this carbon negative. Now, see what happens, guys. This B minus abstracts this hydrogen as H plus. I am writing here minus H plus. I am very sorry. Why did I write reversibility? I don't know. In fact, every reaction is reversible, but there is no need to write because this reaction is a fast reaction, very fast reaction. B minus would break this hydrogen, will remove this hydrogen as H plus. When H plus is removed, what is the charge you are going to get on the carbon? Minus, and then you have got this positively charged carbon will bind with this negative charged carbon. After the loss of H plus, this carbon would get, this carbon would get C minus because this hydrogen is lost as moving away from the species as H plus. This carbon gets negative and positive will make a bond. Of course, we have this E. Now, sir, you may have a question here. Sir, why did you remove H? Why not this E? Whenever you break a bond, in the reaction mixture, you try to break a weak bond. Generally, right? And you try to make a strong bond. Now you see the bond between carbon and hydrogen can be easily broken than the bond between carbon and this electrophile. So hence what did I do? I am breaking the bond which can be easily removed. So in the presence of B minus, H plus can be readily removed, right? So resulting in that species. So this is the second step. What is that? This is the tetrahedral carbon. This tetrahedral carbon undergoes deprotonation. It loses hydrogen as H plus. Now why? What is the driving force for this reaction? The driving force for this reaction is the restoring of aromacity. If carbon deprotonates, this carbon gets negative and resulting in a pi bond, and hence aromacity is restored. Right, guys? So what happened overall in this reaction? I have used an electrophile, I have broken a pi bond, and in the second step, hydrogen has been removed and you have got E electrophile in that place. Right, guys? So this step, which is the formation of the aromatic ring again by the process of deprotonation, is absolutely fast. Why fast? Because an unstable species is getting converted into stable. See this last reaction. A stable, this was very stable. This is aromatic compound. It became an unstable species. Why? Because it is non-aromatic ion. So you require very high activation energy. See the second step. The second step is very fast step. So why is it fast? Because a non-aromatic compound is converted into aromatic. The activation energy is very less and hence is a fast reaction. So guys, which is the RDS step? First step. This is the rate determining step. Am I right? So two species are involved. It is a bimolecular reaction. Right? So first step is the attack of electrophile by a pi bond of the aromatic ring. Second step is the deprotonation. These are the two steps. Let us combine and see. These two steps again. Just a minute, guys. These are the two steps that have been put together. Just see what do we have. Just go through that mechanism. So guys, this step, first step, oh my god, right. So guys, this first step was the formation of, electrophilic attack on the benzene ring, resulting in arenium carbocation. This arenium carbocation, you can see, is resonance stabilized. This is how you represent this arenium carbocation. I have already shown you, alright. Now, this complete delocalization will result in aromacity. Now, how does aromacity obtain? By the deprotonation, right? Hydrogen gives electron to this carbon. We call it as deprotonation. Protonation is addition of H plus. Deprotonation is loss of H plus. Hydrogen is separated as H plus. You would be getting this benzene ring and aromatic ring is obtained. So, two steps, guys. First step is the attack of this electrophile on this benzene ring. Sir, which pi bond? I told you, one of the pi bond, any pi bond you can select and break the bond. It's not an issue. Right? You are going to get arenium carbocation, which is resonance stabilized. Second step is the deprotonation. Now guys, let us see the energy profile diagram. What is, how does this energy profile diagram vary, right? So guys, see what I'm doing here. I'm plotting a graph by taking the reaction coordinates on the x-axis and on the y-axis I have taken the energy of the species, right? Now guys, you see what happened. I have got this benzene ring. Here I have got benzene, right? And it is attacked by E plus electrophile. So what happens in the first step? Can you see here? This is the formation of arenium carbocation. Very slow step. You can write this reaction is almost going in forward direction. Rarely does it proceed in backward. Am I right? Oh my god. Oh my god. So this is a very difficult step. Rarely proceeds in forward and always it is in the back side. Why? Because this is more stable and that is least stable. So this is a very slow step. A reversible reaction which is always moving towards left. Am I right? Why does it move left? Because this is the most stable species. Hence, the formation of arenium carbocation requires very high activation energy. Am I right? So, this is the, the species that is formed here. What is happening here? You are breaking the pi bond. Am I right, guys? And you are making a sigma bond to it, right? You are going to get an intermediate called arenium carbocation. That's how I'm going to show you this, guys. We have this reaction here. Okay, I'll just show you this. Okay. I have told you, you can represent that E anywhere, right? You have got this hydrogen anyways. Fine, guys. Now, in the second step, what is the second step, guys? You are going to lose a proton and form an arenium. The activation energy is less, very less. You are going to get a benzene ring here again. This is a very slow step. First step is very slow and this is a very fast step. Activation energy is very low. Why low? Because you are going to restore the benzene ring again. Please go through this mechanism. I have shown you the activated transition complex, activated complex also you tell. First, this is benzene. It is attacked by electrophile. You have got an arenium carbocation. This is the arenium carbocation we have. Sir, here they have written positive charge here. Why did you write? I told you it is resonance. You can break any one of the pi bond. It is one and the same. Alright guys. So, this is the activated complex that you are going to have. This E plus would be attacked by base now. What does this base do? This X minus, or I have represented with B minus, abstracts a proton, resulting in restoring of this product. What is that product? This benzene ring. Just check it out. Yes or no? Right? Second step is very fast. It is deprotonation. This is the RDS. So, why is it RDS? Because it involves stable species converting into unstable. Second step is so fast. Alright. This is the transition state, second transition state, and this is the energy of this arenium carbon. Very less difference. Am I right? So, we say activation energy is very low, hence the reaction is fast. Because an unstable species is converted into a stable species. Arenium, the aromacity ring is restored. So guys, what is the bottom line? In EAS reactions, a hydrogen of benzene is replaced by an electrophile where aromatic ring is restored. Hence, we call electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions. It proceeds in two steps. Mechanism involves two steps. First step is the formation of arenium carbocation. We call this as a sigma complex, guys. This we call it as a sigma complex. You have broken a pi bond and made a sigma bond, right? So, we call this arenium carbocation as the sigma complex. This is an intermediate, right? And that undergoes deprotonation, resulting in aromatic ring once again. Is this clear? So, these are the energy profile diagram that is involved in the EAS reaction. Just see it. So, these are the two steps that are put together. You will get this, the general mechanism, right? This is the end of concept of lecture 2. Hope you have understood. Now, we will see what are the electrophiles in those 6 EAS reaction and try to see what is the effect of electron releasing group or electron withdrawing group present on the benzene ring on the reaction rate. Alright. So, we will meet in the next lecture number 3. Right. Thank you. That's all we have for the day from Teach Tigers. Thank you.